What if I told you a single notebook changed a young man's entire future? Not $1 million, not a lucky opportunity, not a powerful connection, just a notebook. And the strange part, when he first saw it, he almost threw it away. Stay until the end, because the final page of that notebook revealed a secret that changed everything. In a quiet town surrounded by green hills lived a young man named Arman. He was 21 years old, kind, intelligent, full of dreams. Everyone believed he would do something great, but there was one problem. Arman loved dreaming more than doing. Every morning he imagined a better future, a better job, a better life, a better version of himself. But every evening, nothing had changed. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed, and Arman stayed exactly where he was. Think about this. Have you ever planned your future perfectly, but done nothing today? Arman did that every day. His room was full of notebooks, business ideas, fitness plans, goal lists, motivation quotes. Everything looked impressive, except one thing: none of it was finished. He started, then stopped, started again, then stopped again. His favorite sentence was, "I'll begin tomorrow." Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month, and before he noticed, an entire year disappeared. One afternoon, Arman attended a reunion with old classmates. Some had started businesses, some had jobs. Others were learning new skills. Everyone seemed to be moving forward. Everyone except him as he walked home that evening. Something felt different for the first time. He felt left behind, not because others were ahead, but because he knew he could have been there too, if only he had started. But then something unexpected happened, something that looked completely meaningless. Yet, it changed his life. At the edge of town lived an elderly clockmaker named Rahim. His small shop was filled with hundreds of clocks. Every shelf, every corner, clocks everywhere. Arman often passed the shop but never entered. One rainy afternoon, he stepped inside to avoid the storm. The old clockmaker smiled. "First time here?" Arman nodded, then his eyes landed on a giant clock hanging on the wall. It was beautiful, perfect, precise. How long did it take to build? 5 years. Arman was shocked. Why so long? The old man pointed toward a tiny gear on the table. Because great things are built one small piece at a time. Before Arman left, the clockmaker handed him a box. Inside was a small blank notebook. Nothing special, just empty pages. Arman looked confused. "What am I supposed to do with this?" The old man replied, "For 30 days. Write one promise every morning. Only one? Only one, something important?" "No." The old man smiled. "Something small." Arman almost laughed. One promise? That sounded ridiculous, but he agreed. And that night, everything began. The next morning, he wrote, "Make my bed." That's it. A task that took less than a minute. He completed it, then crossed it off. Strangely, it felt good the next day. Read one page. Done. The day after. Walk for 5 minutes. Done. Again and again. Small promises, small victories. Nothing dramatic. Nothing impressive. Just progress. After 2 weeks, Arman felt frustrated. Nothing looked different. His bank account was the same. His future was the same. His life was the same. Maybe this was pointless. Maybe small actions really didn't matter. So, he visited the clockmaker. "Nothing is changing." The old man nodded, then asked a question. "When a seed becomes a tree, which day does the growth happen?" Arman stayed silent. The old man continued every day. "You just can't see it." And then came the hardest test. The test that ruins most people's progress. Comfort. One Friday night, his friends invited him on a weekend trip. No schedules, no responsibilities, no routines, just fun. Arman went. The trip was amazing. But afterward, something happened. He skipped one day. Then another, then another. Soon, the notebook sat untouched. 5 days passed. The old Arman was returning. The lazy Arman. The waiting for tomorrow Arman. While cleaning his room, he found the notebook. He opened it. The first pages were filled with check marks and proof that he had actually been changing. Slowly, quietly, consistently. Then he noticed something. The days he followed his promises, he felt happier, more confident, more energetic. The days he quit, everything felt heavy again. That realization hit him hard. The notebook wasn't changing his life. His actions were. A technology company announced a training program in the nearby city. Only one person from the town would be selected. Hundreds wanted the opportunity. Applications closed in 10 days. 10 days, that was all. The old version of Arman would have panicked. He would have overthought everything. They had done nothing, but now he had a system. Day 1, complete application. Day 2, prepare introduction. Day 3, practice speaking. Day 4, improve presentation. Day 5, record mistakes. Day 6, fix mistakes. One step at a time. No pressure, no perfection. Just progress. The interview room was silent. Candidates spoke about talent, experience, achievements. Then Arman's turn came. One interviewer asked, "What makes you different from everyone else?" Arman paused, then smiled. "I learned how to keep promises." The room became quiet. The interviewer looked confused. "What kind of promises?" Arman answered. "The promises I make to myself. I don't try to change my life in one day. I improve a little every day. Most people trust motivation. I trust consistency." For a moment, nobody spoke. Then the interview continued. 3 days later, his phone rang, unknown number. His hands trembled. He answered. The company had made its decision. Out of everyone, they chose him. Arman couldn't believe it. His mother cried. His father smiled. His younger sister jumped with excitement. But the person Arman wanted to see most was the old clockmaker. That evening he visited the shop. The clock still ticked, just as before. The old man listened quietly. Then he pointed to the giant clock on the wall. "Do you see that clock?" Arman nodded. The old man smiled. "You were building one too?" Arman looked confused. "I never built a clock." The old man shook his head. "Yes, you did. Every promise, every check mark, every small action, piece by piece. You were building yourself." Silence filled the room, and for the first time, Arman truly understood. Success was never one giant moment. It was thousands of tiny moments nobody notices until one day, everyone notices. Years later, Arman still kept that notebook. Most people would see ordinary pages, ordinary check marks, ordinary tasks, but to him, those pages contained the day his life changed. Because the secret was never motivation. The secret was never talent. The secret was never luck. The secret was simple. Small actions, repeated daily, create extraordinary results. So here's a question. What is one small promise you can keep today? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because the future you're dreaming about may begin with one tiny action before this video ends. And that action could change everything.